If the argument you are giving me now is that you want to get somebody out of Rivers so that the person that will be in charge of this will be unbiased in any way, that is a different thing. But the people should be carried along.
If what we are hearing is true, then there is no democracy again. Tinubu have destroyed it.
Minister, do you agree with Mr. Fubara that he's going to serve only one term? Is that the agreement?
If what we are hearing is true, then there is no democracy again. Tinubu have destroyed it. How do you tell a man you cannot go for second term? Are you his God? Tell me. If you go for second term, what will happen? No, this is no longer a peace agreement now.
But Barrister, that was envisaged already. I mean, we knew that in everything that has happened, if he was able to even finish his first term, he will not be able to run for his second term.
Allow him, let him run his course. Yes, allow him, let Rivers people decide. The way people are saying this thing is as if WIKE and the Tinubu, they now decide who will be what in Nigeria. It's very wrong. Seriously. Very, very wrong. If the State Assembly want to impeach Fubara, let them impeach him. Democratically, let us know the man has been impeached. And then if you want to challenge it like P2B in Anambra, let him challenge it. Let us see that he has done wrong. Not somebody dictating what will happen. It's no longer a democracy, for God's sake. Okay, if someone were to come and dictate for Tinubu now, don't go for second time, will he accept it? Moses, will Tinubu accept it? But it is very convenient for him to decide for somebody else. And this is the person they told us that he fought for democracy. Look at it. It's very, very wrong, seriously. And look, if this thing is not checkmate, if somebody does not checkmate this thing, Tinubu will do more. If he gets away with this thing he's doing in Rivers State, I am telling you, he's going to do worse things. Should somebody mooted the idea of a one-party state the other time. He said there's nothing like that. There's nothing like that. Tinubu, I know, have never said one truth in his mouth. Okay. So telling me that you will not do, you don't want a dictator, you don't want a one-party state. What are you doing in Rivers State?
All right then.
Okay. Well, I don't know how anybody can just justify this type of thing.
Isn't it more like we or the persons around are crying more than the bereaved?
Minister, do you agree with Mr. Fubara that he's going to serve only one term? Is that the agreement?
Who told you that?
We understand that that's what the agreement.
Why are you interested in that?
Because that's my job.
It's not your job.
I'm a political journalist.
No, it's not a business.
I'm interested in what happens
it's not
in
your
our
business.
politics.
What you should be interested in about peace in Rivers State.
Is there peace now?
Yeah, of course.
Will it be reinstalled? Reinstated?
What do you mean reinstated?
Because you met the president. He was the one who declared state of emergency. Yeah. And there must have been some assurances.
I never met president to declare state of emergency. Please, people should know that. I said the governor should be impeached.
You wanted the governor to be impeached?
Yes. But president is wisdom and considering total consideration of the state. No, let's not do this. He did that. No problem. And president never invited us for any peace thing. The governor met with the National Assembly, met with State Assembly, met with the others, and we agreed. It's okay. Can we go and meet president? Say, sir, we have agreed on peace. President never invited anybody to say, agree on this, agree on. No, it's not correct. People just, and it's good for us. All of you are speculating. Continue to speculate. You know why people to say, well, thank God, there's peace. What is our problem in? What are the conditions for peace? Peace is peace. Why are you interested in conditions for peace? The problem people have, with due respect to you, nobody's coming to arise. Nobody's coming to challenge. Nobody's coming to AIT to abuse WIKE. Because the oil well has dried. The oil well is dried. Nothing again.
What do you mean the oil well is dried?
Okay, let me tell you now. Where people are sucking from. It's dried now. There's no longer coming. No more problem now. There's peace. So what are you going to talk? You go and make governor. He said no.
But why,
I have peace with my governor.
Why do you think that Fubara should not do a second term?
Who told you that there's something like that?
Can you tell us what happened?
Why would I tell you?
The agreement?
No, you cannot know.
You are the master of agreement is agreement.
But are you part of the agreement?
Yes.
No, you're not.
Because we are in Nigeria together.
No, you're not. But you're not from Rivers State.
I cover Rivers State. I have interest.
No. You have never contributed anything to the development of Rivers State.
No, I have.
No, you have not.
I have.
No, you have not. You only collect money for Rivers State.
I almost died.
About your coverage.
I almost died in Rivers State covering elections.
No, but you are paid for it.
No, that's coverage of election.
No.
We do it for free.
Can I tell you something? And that's what keeps me happy today. That all of you are in dark. And you could not to be in dark. You will never know. When I agree, there is peace. Whichever thing you want to say, it's your business. Whether channel, whether Arise, whether AIT, whether anything. Die in that darkness. Because when President called all of us and tried to make peace, he went to town and began to say, why this? Somebody who said, look, let there be peace. You were killing president, calling all sorts of things, no problem. We now on our own, internally, will agree that with peace. And we agree that peace. What I think should now project, but say, look, there is peace in the United. Don't be asking us, what are the terms? Why are you asking us? What's their business?
Rufai. We head over to Rivers State now, where the proposed 1.48 trillion naira 2025 budget presented by the state's administrator, Ibok Ete Ibas, has come under scrutiny by the House of Representatives ad hoc committee. The committee is probing allocations such as the 24 billion naira allocated for CCTV, 30 billion naira allocated for gunboats, and 23 billion naira for contingency funds. The committee noted that the absence of a medium-term expenditure framework, a legally required document, and questioned the state's funding of federal projects without reimbursement plans. They also requested information on the state's internally generated revenue for the past 3 months and the management of funds transferred to local governments. Andrew WIKE, Senior Special Assistant on Strategy and Policy, explained that many budget items were inherited and reflect the priorities of Rivers citizens based on needs assessment. This is Ibok's budget that he presented. Rufai, we are seeing this sort of alarming allocation. How much was it? 24 billion naira allocated for CCTV. Please, what is happening here in this? I mean, is it this one that was inherited? But we will need some more clarification, especially this allocation for these. I mean, kudos to the ad hoc committee for actually probing this budget at this point quickly.
Listen to this.
Yes.
Oji, please listen carefully.
I want to listen. Go ahead.
On the 30th of December 2024, Premium Times reported Fubara presents 1.18 trillion 2025 budget.
Yes.
Then state of emergency happened. How many months after? 2 to 3 months after. Then Ibok presents 1.4 trillion.
Correct.
So they added over 300 billion on top of what Fubara had presented before. So the rightfully elected governor.
Yes.
Even if you said they had court cases, they had shenanigans, he had no right to present to 3 people and all of that, presented 1.1 trillion. The illegal aberration called the sole administrator, and I'll keep saying, Ibok Ete is an aberration to our constitution. Let's stop deceiving ourselves. Yeah. The aberration to our constitution, called the sole administrator, business state of emergency, is now presenting over 300 billion more on the budget. Then the aberration to our constitution is now saying they want to use 24 billion to be able to do CCTV camera.
Modern surveillance. That's what they said. For government
the aberration
house.
to constitution now like say that they want more money for gunboats. The question is, what does an aberration want to say about the budget of Rivers State that the truly elected governor of Rivers State has not said?
That's true. All right.
So I'm not surprised, and I think the National Assembly should drill them very well.
Yes, absolutely.
And like Mr. Femi Falana said today, our court should please rule on this state of emergency matter. We should stop saying it's already academic when it's restored, because to avoid aberrations like this. So as far as I'm concerned, the National Assembly should interrogate further. But I don't like talking about constitutional aberration, because me sitting here and talking about a budget presented by an illegality is an illegality itself.
They said that the contingency reserve is for emergencies like flooding.
Okay.
And
so the legal governor did not know that there were things like flooding.
Right, all right.
Okay.
Well, he has 48 hours to present the documents to prove some of these allocations, but they need to be really grilled.
Well, for me, I see them as challenges because we operate in an atmosphere of grand impunity. the rule of law is hardly observed by governments in our country. It is as if we're still under a military dictatorship in many instances. For instance, we're talking of the pardon granted by the president. What is the meaning? It is that the consequences of the offense are obliterated, cancelled completely. So you can't say, oh, whereas we convicted you, we cannot take you back. You cannot restore you. You cannot vary or modify the instrument of pardon granted by the president or the governor of a state under the Constitution. 2, nobody, no lawyer, including those who are supporting emergency rule, has pointed to any section of the Constitution that allows the president to impose a state of emergency to the extent of removing or suspending elected officials. What the president is asked to do under Section 305 of the Constitution is to impose a state of emergency, to adopt extraordinary measures to restore law and order. Nowhere is it stated that the president can suspend the governor, even for 1 day. But for me, our courts must stand up this time around. It's not about President Tinubu or Governor Fubara. We must know where we stand. We cannot operate a democratic system of government where the courts will not make pronouncements on very serious infractions of the Constitution. Otherwise, we're going to be in crisis. I mean, take for instance, in the United States of America, President Donald Trump will have turned that country into a complete third world nation. But for the courts, but for the intervention of the courts. And these cases will not have to last for 3 months, 6 months, because what is going on in Nigeria is that all the cases in court on the emergency rule will not be decided until the restoration of the governor. And by the time the democratic structures are now put back in place, you then be told by our court, oh, these cases have become academic. The court does not engage in academic exercises. And therefore, again, we wait for the next one. In 2004, it happened. In 2006, it happened in Ekiti. Plateau in 2004. Now, it's reverse. Once the court does not define the extent of the powers of the president, when an emergency rule or a state of emergency is imposed on a state or on the entire country or on a local government, we are going to be in crisis. With respect to Lagos State, the new electoral law in Lagos State, local government administration law, is to the effect that those who have completed the term of a vice chairman, who have completed the terms of chairman, cannot contest more than once, because otherwise they would then spend like 10 or 12 years, whereas the law provides for a maximum period of 8 years. So this is the new law that has just been enacted in Lagos, and the whole idea is to reconcile the law with the constitution of the country.
If today you want to interview 100 or even 1,000 qualified people for this position from Rivers, you will get it to choose from. Let it be on record that I, Senator Mohammed Ali Ndume, I'm not against the appointment of whoever you recommended, but under the current circumstance and the fact that if today you want to interview 100 or even 1,000 qualified people for this position from Rivers, you will get it to choose from. Federal character, section 14.3, reflects that. And as he rightly said, we should not, as a Senate, just approve or think that what is being done is not against the Constitution. We are supposed to be guided by more than Constitution. We are supposed to be guided by the conscience. We are the highest decision-making body in this country politically. Please, please, I beg you in the name of God, because the history will be there. If there is nobody appropriately, if the argument you are giving me now is that you want to get somebody out of Rivers so that the person that will be in charge of this will be unbiased in any way, that is a different thing. But the people should be carried along. Thank you.